Hello, Starseed sister. A sneaky blockage that keeps you stuck feeling alone. When you are reading the posts in our Starseed movement sisterhood, you cannot but notice that feeling alone or feeling like you don't belong are one of the most common painful patterns of a starseed. And I'm really wondering, do you recognize an I'm alone pattern in yourself? Because I ask that because feeling alone is my biggest limiting pattern. And I've been working on it for felt decades, but at least for years. And this is a little bit like peeling an onion. So there might be many layers. And just yesterday, I got aware of another layer of this pattern of feeling alone. And I also got aware of how it keeps me stuck in this feeling of I'm alone. And in this video, I'm going to expose this layer that I uncovered yesterday, because it is also going to keep you stuck in this feeling of being alone. And why does it matter to get out of the I'm alone pattern? You possibly are in this sisterhood because a part of you knows or feels how beneficial and even crucial it is to co-create with like-minded souls. That's my reason why I created the Starseed movement. And I really think that we all have that inner knowing that we need others to make our biggest contribution. If you have just recently seen my vision board that I uploaded on Monday, I guess, then you know that one of my goals in 2022 is to set up aligned structures. I call them aligned structures that support me and the work that I'm doing and that I want to share with the world. And I'm talking about technical systems that help me do what I do, that give me, for example, more freedom of time, and that are just this container for all the work that I am doing. My beloved Danny is my go-to tech guy. He does my websites. He knows how to do websites. He's really the tech guy go-to. And when I set my goal to create these structures that support me in what I have to share with the world and that are fully aligned with who I am, I noticed that I'm a little bit reluctant to ask Danny for his support. And it's not because it's a question if he says yes or no, because I'm 1000% sure that he's going to say yes. He's always offering me his work. He's not the case of my reluctance. He's not the cause of my reluctance. The reluctance was in here. The reluctance was really my part. My reluctance to co-create with him, and that was really an aha moment for me yesterday. My reluctance was because I know when we co-create around these technical systems, there is going to be some friction. There is going to be some friction. We are going to have discussions. We are going to have arguments. We don't always agree. For example, I'm way more of a perfectionist than he is. And I'm not saying being a perfectionist is great, because it isn't. And most of the time he's right when he says, oh, come on, enough is enough. But still, I sensed there's going to be some friction. And this kind of friction is happening in each and every one of our co-creations. But we have to understand that co-creating with others is our playground. Others are our power partners in life. We're playing with each other. We push each other's red buttons. We push each other's triggers. We uncover each other's old stories, old limiting stories. And we help each other become aware of these patterns that we have so that we can grow, we can overcome them. And what I'm really here to say is that we need to say an unconditional, I really mean an unconditional yes to the messiness of co-creating with others. We need to say an unconditional yes to the messiness that co-creating is. It is most likely to become a little less or more messy if we co-create with others. There is going to be some friction. It is going to be uncomfortable on one or another level. And it is going to challenge us when we co-create. But that's life. And life is all about growth. And we cannot grow into our biggest version of ourselves when we are in an alone pattern. We cannot become the biggest version of ourselves just by ourselves. It's not possible. So I really invite you to say this unconditional yes to the messiness of co-creating with others. It's a game. It's playing with others, even if it's sometimes messy and uncomfortable, even if it pushes our red buttons, even if it pushes us outside of our comfort zone. That's what happens when we grow. That's what happens when we co-create. When we get in this relational field that can be messy, it definitely helps us get out of the alone pattern, which is crucial if you want to be that person who goes out there and makes her biggest contribution to the world. So that's my big discovery from yesterday, peeling off another layer of my I'm alone pattern. And I'm just going to check the comments. Yeah, we so often forget to play right, and we take things personally, and especially when I'm talking about my beloved, well, I don't want to have friction, but he's my power partner as well. It's not it's not sweet cakes, unicorns, and happy hearts 100% of the time. That's just life. And I chose him not as my sibling. I chose him not as a person who is exactly the same as I am. I chose him as a true power partner. And true power partners have the gift to push our red buttons. They have the gift to really cause enormous growth in us. So let's go for it and let's say yes to the messiness of co-creation. So I'm excited to hear what you think about it. If you recognize the I'm alone or I don't belong pattern in yourself, and what this video sparked in you. So have a beautiful rest of the day. Sending you much love and see you next time. Bye-bye.